Yeah, Blitz Blast. Blitz Blast's secret other account. Just been throwing his voices this entire time. Oh no. Alright, here we go. We're gonna play Fire Emblem 4, which is like the new Fire Emblem Fates, but different.
This is actually Fates. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Then basically every way. Oh, actually, wait, hold up. I gotta put something up on my screen. Okay. Yeah, this is Fire Emblem Fates right here.
Okay.
As you can see, the Great Purge.
Became your entire desktop again.
Yeah, it's always going to be my entire desktop for you guys.
Lyra's Apostasy. That was an important event in Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah, actually, I need to turn the sound down a little bit more. Okay. So here's everything that's happened since the beginning of time.
Hello, Nook.
Here's Granville. That's the good guy nation, except for when it's not.
Is this a European translation?
This is
that wording.
This is a translation.
Translated though.
Hello, Nox.
It's a
I
fan
hope you're
translation.
enjoying your crappy accessories of light, Nox.
Yeah,
What now?
loser. Come on.
FFRK stuff.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so there's 12 Crusaders and Heim. And they beat an evil dragon 100,000 million years ago, or maybe like 300, who knows. And a bunch of those Crusaders got together and they made the Kingdom of Granville, led by the good guy,
Hey, it's
Crusader.
Myra V. Bronstein.
Yeah. Except more gray-haired. This is Prince Kurth. We'll be seeing a lot of him in this game.
That's awesome, okay.
This is our dad, Lord Bryron. And here's Lord Ring, who never shows up, ever.
You mean Lord Ling?
Yeah, actually. you can't say that. That's illegal. That is... that's not information that is supposed to be had. Here's bad guy because he's got a monocle.
Yeah.
And here's second bad guy because he just got...
He's got a big shoulder gear thing.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. These are all people who are descendants from Crusaders, by the way. Everybody's shown up on screen. This guy is also a descendant of a Crusader. So the Crusaders basically beat the evil, terrible, bad guy, dragon. 100, 200, 700 years ago, who knows? And Granville is fighting the country of Isaac, which is across Isaac, which is across the desert from them, but somehow they're still fighting them. The barbarians. You might notice everybody who's not from Granville is a barbarian in this game.
Of course.
Yeah.
You could tell whose side the history was written on here.
Yeah, because we're on that side. So Granville, you know, did their stuff and got their armies together, and then they went to go completely crush Isaac, because that's what they do. With Prince Kurth leading the charge, because that's always a good thing to do, is to send your heir out into battle to die.
Are you what?
Your heir.
Oh.
With your good buddy Lord Byron, who's actually pretty hardcore. And they just sent their entire military. There's only a couple soldiers left. Luckily, we're allied with this country, which has too many letters for me to pronounce. Yeah, Australia. Unfortunately, we're not allied with Verdane, which is the evil bad guy country, because they don't have any Crusader lineage with them, so they're pretty much trash garbage that nobody likes. So here comes Prince Gandalf. Gandalf the Green.
Prince Gandalf. Oh god, it is Prince Gandalf.
Yeah. You can obviously tell he's evil, based off his face.
Oh, no, it can't be.
And they're going to attack attack Jungbi, which I guess has literally one soldier left. And this lady, who is not a soldier, she's a cleric. She cannot fight.
Now you say lady, but I've been fooled by Fire Emblem games before.
Gotcha! Up there in the top right is Sigurd. He's our main character. He is a war machine. He will destroy all in his path.
Oh, he's Frederick?
No, he's better than Frederick.
Oh, man.
And he hears Jungbi's under attack, and he's like, "Aw, shit."
So where does Reinhard von Lohengramm figure into this?
I'm trying to remember who that is.
Legend of the Galactic Heroes guy.
Oh, I don't know
Sorry.
what the hell that is.
I just assumed you'd know. Sorry.
Maxon just said a false statement there in chat.
I see that.
Yeah. So 757. It was this very turn of events that crept the opening of the doors of fate. And by fate, they mean constant war for the rest of time. Yeah, there's a chapter title. Chapter title, Prologue. There's 12 chapters in this game. Prologue, chapters 1 through 10, and then the final chapter. Here's Verdane's, whatever they're called, troops.
Long game.
No.
This is Fire Emblem 4-1. This is Fire Emblem 4-2. That's also like
no,
chapter
no, that's wrong. So here's
this is the next Fantasy Maiden War.
Yeah, this is Fantasy Maiden Wars 6.
Can I call attention to these amazing 90s designs?
Yeah, everybody in this game is 90s as hell. It's great. You can see the official art, but you won't, because it's not in this
amazing.
game. So this guy right there, Madur, like in actual good translations, they translate that as Medale, which I'm going to continue to call him. He is the one soldier who was left behind in Jungbi.
That's a dude? Okay.
Yeah, it is a dude.
Wow.
On the right, it's... I don't remember her name. She's not very important. She's got...
Wait, she just said my lady.
Yeah. I mean, she's like the princess or whatever of this castle, but like I don't remember her because she's not a very good unit.
I thought you were talking about Medale being a dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, Medale's the green-haired one, okay.
Yeah. He's got a ponytail.
So that's the dude and that's the chick. Okay, got it.
So he's going to defend the castle. And over in our...
Shit, this is a fucking huge tutorial map.
Yeah. It's not well, I mean, it is a tutorial map because Sigurd's going to destroy everybody between him and the goal, which is a castle. Ideen. There you go, that's her name. So this is our hero, Sigurd. Noish. He's our buddy.
Noish.
He's the...
Noish. Oh man, that's the dog from Tales of Symphonia.
Is it?
He's our red cavalier. And Sigurd's like, yo, I'm gonna go out and stop this invasion by myself, and he could probably do it. In fact, he will do it. Like, other people will...
kill stealing from things that you'd rather have kills for?
No, he starts out at level 1, or maybe like level 2, I forget. Verdane's army is full of barbarians, because Sigurd is like a huge racist. So Noish isn't anybody particularly important, he's just like a knight of Chapany. And then there's also Alan and I forget his real name, but he's Swamp to me.
Swamp.
Yeah, you'll see him in a second. Here's Alec. His defining characteristic is his turban that he wears in this like verdant grassland.
It's like a hot spring bath towel.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even draw the creases much.
Yeah, he's our green cavalier. He's probably better than Noish, which we will get into in a minute. So they're saying, yo, go save towns. And then there's Oife, who is the second War Machine, but not yet.
Oy vey.
Yeah. He's a little
names.
He's a little baby now.
I'm telling you, this thing needs some horrible Nintendo barbarian treatment.
Dude, you should have seen like the official translation for this game. It was called like
Wait, there's an official translation.
Well, official translation in that it was in Nintendo Power and it was talking about this game, and it was called like G-Ed of something or other. And the main character's name was Zigaldo or something.
Oh man!
How did this get to like a Nintendo Power?
Nintendo Power used to have a thing called Pack Watch and Epic Center, something like that, where they would discuss import games and games that they expect to be coming out here, or games that they don't and that they just want to talk about. Basically, it was a way to drive kids in the 90s insane. Like, they had multiple pack watches that featured Mother One in English. They mentioned, I'm pretty sure either they or GamePro mentioned Seiken Densetsu 3 a few times. Or both. Basically, it was a way to tantalize children in North America in the 90s with things that they could never have before the internet. It was maddening, believe me when I say this.
Here he is. Here's Thwomp. Ardan.
Oh man. The guy.
So this is Ardan. Ardan is completely shit garbage. He's useless, and if he gains like more than like 10 levels, I'll be amazed.
So you're gonna use him, right? All the time?
I'm going to...
Nox, GamePro did the same shit.
I'm going to do my best to use him, but he's so bad. The game outright tells you, like, yo, just do not use this guy, just leave him at your castle.
Man.
Every mission...
Your super powerful unit that you get at the beginning is just really
shit. Yeah, he's too powerful. You can't just deal with it. He's too strong. Look at him. Look at his face. If the enemy tries to invade the castle, I'll just crush them underfoot. Under neck, I guess. I don't know what are thumbs.
Okay, so Nox, the way the 90s game magazine hierarchy goes for weeabooism, the top of the charts is Game Fan, followed by Nintendo Power, followed by Game Pro. So just so you know, Nox, just be aware of that when you're reading back issues of things from the 90s. Okay, you guys can carry on.
So here's the game. You can make a save at the start of your turn.
Yep.
And that's a battle save, and if you can make a battle save at the start of every turn, and what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna use save states because those are faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, why would you bother using the in-game ones when you've got save states?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what I have set. Okay, so what the hell?
Just the standard, Shift F1.
All right, we're gonna make these buttons save states. Alright, so let's talk about our units. This is Sigurd. Okay, starts at level 5.
He's 14 strength already?
Yeah, he's... Okay, so Sigurd's thing is that he's already promoted, but promotions work different in this game. There's 30 levels total, and after you get to level 20 you can promote. But that doesn't... Like, it doesn't reset your level. Like, if you promote at level 22, you're still level 22, it just promotes you. And promotion gains are just the differences in your cap between your unpromoted class and your promoted class.
Interesting. So it's like Pokemon evolutions.
Not... I mean, I guess in the sense that it doesn't matter if you promote at like level 20 or level 30, you still get the same stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously you want to promote as soon as possible because it just makes you better. Like, I don't even think it slows down your XP growth. So, here's stats. There are stats in every Fire Emblem. Strength and magic are different stats because some units can use like swords and staffs, or magic and swords, or whatever.
Hello, Battler.
The number one stat in this game is speed, for reasons that will become incredibly apparent soon on. And then we have this second page. Leader. The leader of your army has X amount of stars, and they give a hit and evasion boost to units within It's either everybody on the map or within 2 squares, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Lever we'll get into later. Talk doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it does matter, but it matters later. Moves move. In this game, you don't have, like, a pile of gold that your army shares. Everybody has their own individual gold. That gets increased on its own, and then they spend their own individual gold to do things. The arena won't come up in this map, and state is just like status effect. And then over on the right we have weapon levels. It isn't like other Fire Emblems where you have like you build up weapon levels. You have like your class level weapon or your class weapon levels, and those don't change outside of promoting and Holy Blood. So Sigurd has a asterisk and swords, which means he's the master of swords.
Good.
He can use any sword in the game that is not Holy Blood locked. And he's got a B in lances because it's just how Lord Knights roll. He also that's not what I want. Okay. Down at the bottom you have skills. This is the best skill in the game. It's called Pursuit.
I know that skill from Super
Oh man, he's
Robot
got
Wars.
attack again. Shit.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this game, you can't just double by being faster or like 5 points faster or 3 points faster or whatever than your enemy. You need to have the ability to do follow-up attacks. So Pursuit's thing is that if you are faster than the enemy, if your attack speed is faster than your enemy, and your attack speed is speed minus weapon weight. So, for example, if we attack with a steel sword, our weapon, our attack speed is 9 because we have 12 speed minus 3 for the sword, and if we attack with a iron lance, our attack speed is 0. 12 minus 12. Yeah, Sigurd is promoted from the word go because he's a badass and he's a war machine and he will destroy all in his path. So, as long as we are 1 point faster than the enemy, we will double. With Sigurd at least, because he has he has Pursuit. So this is the Holy Blood screen. A shining dot means a major Holy Blood. Just a regular dot means regular Holy Blood, and no dot means no Holy Blood. Major Holy Blood means that you're like a badass. Minor Holy Blood means like you're okay, and no Holy Blood means you're kind of like trash garbage that won't make it to endgame. Because this game's all about deterministic futures in which if your parents were cool, then you're cool, and if your parents weren't cool, then you're like, you don't matter.
Yep.
Unless
Just
they could,
like in real life.
yeah, unless your parent could get married to somebody who was cool, and then you are allowed to be cool. Holy Blood also gives you bonuses to stats. Minor Holy Blood gives you half the bonuses Major Holy Blood does, and I believe Major Baldo Blood gives you like plus 40 HP growth, plus like 20 strength, and maybe something else. I don't really remember. All that I remember is Sigurd has 110 HP growth, so he will get hit points on literally every single level, and sometimes, or 10% of the time, he will get 2 hit points per level, which is pretty cool. Also in this game, you might have noticed, if you can compare these two weapons, the steel sword seems like 100 times better than the iron lance because it has 9 less weight. This is not a very balanced Fire Emblem game. Swords are by far and away the best weapon. And wind is by far the best, well, okay, light and dark are the best magics, but you never get to use those, or you get to use those very rarely. So wind is by far the best magic, but we'll get into that later. So here are other guys. Here's Noish. You might notice his stats are worse than Sigurd's because he's crap and not Sigurd. His skill, he's got critical, which means I think it's the skill percent chance of activating, and it means he will get a critical hit. Critical hits in this game aren't times 3 damage or times 4 damage if using a killer weapon, if you've been playing Fates, which some of us in this call have not.
Yeah, I wonder if that could be.
Yeah,
Hokuto.
Yeah, Hokuto.
Oh man.
I'm calling you out. You haven't actually been playing Fates. Just been getting info from Ryza.
Yeah, can't believe
played
it.
Fates.
Wow.
Fire.
I got up to like stage 21 in Birthright.
Yeah, well, that's baby mode. Anyway, criticals in this game are different in that instead of tripling your your final damage number and doing that, it doubles your pre-damage number. So, for example, if you had 25 attack power and you were attacking somebody with 25 defense, your attack power would become 50 and you do 25 damage instead of like in a regular or a later Fire Emblem, I guess.
You do 0 times 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So criticals are pretty powerful, and then he's got charge, which means if you have more health than the enemy, you might cause another round of battle to happen. And this can happen, I believe, in like optimal circumstances if you have all of the relevant skills, which are Pursuit, Continue, and Charge. I believe you can get up to 25 rounds of combat, and like from one attack. And also you can see that here that Noish does not have any Holy Blood, so he's going to be phased out of our army as quickly as possible. Here's Alec. He's a little bit better than Noish, even though stat-wise he seems like not as great. I mean, he's got less strength, so what's even the point? And less defense. He's trash. But down here he's got the Pursuit skill, so therefore he's good. And he's also at the negate skill, or whatever they want to call it, which just means that other special skills can activate them. Not skills like Pursuit, but skills like Astra and Luna and Soul, which will come up later. He also does not have any Holy Blood. And then we have the master himself, Ardan. Check out those stats: 13 strength, 13 defense, 5 move. Yeah. This game
move is a death tell for anybody. Death knell.
Here's the map. Sigurd's gonna get down to this castle down here in like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 turns. Here's Medale here.
Is this our first recruitable?
No, he's gonna die next turn. Rest in peace, Medale.
Oh.
Rip.
Yeah. Sigurd's gonna get down here in like 2 turns, maybe 3. Depends on how fast they go. It would take Ardan like, I don't know, 5, 6 turns to get down here. He's not going anywhere fast. That's kind of the problem with this game, is that if you don't have a horse, and you don't have like a really good gimmick, you're kind of trash garbage. Which Ardan is. So, anyway, let's get to actually playing the game.
Oh, hey.
Check out those animations. Yeah.
It's too much action for me.
Too much action. I want to go to config. This is not what I want. Let's turn up the message speed, enemy speed.
No auto saves, huh?
He's using save states, so it doesn't really matter.
We do have an anime button. If we want to turn on anime.
Every game should have an anime button.
Actually, let's check the anime button. Anime stands for animation, obviously.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
For like one of the
Holy crap! These are huge movements. Oh, I see. They're cavalry. Okay.
Yeah, they're also on a road, which increases your movement by 30%.
Ah.
The enemy is inside all of us. So let's see here. We've got 19 attack versus their 7 defense. Wait, no. We have 15 attack against their 5 defense. Okay. So let's just start a battle. Whatever.
Okay.
So we got to double there because we were faster. Okay, so remember before when I was saying the weapons weren't balanced? Let's look at an iron sword. It's got 6 might, 3 weight, 80 accuracy. Just keep those numbers in your mind for a second. Here's an iron axe. 14 might, which is pretty good, but 18 weight, which means and your attack speed can go into negative, as evidenced by the fact that this guy's got negative 22 evade. So pretty much whenever you're fighting anybody with a sword and or fighting anybody who has an axe, you're going to double them if you have the ability to, because you are much faster.
So, I noticed that you had 48 stocks of the sword after that attack. So, does that mean that every time you attack twice, it uses up 2 stocks?
Yeah.
Isn't that just normal Fire Emblem?
I don't know.
This is in Fire Emblem Fates, so you don't have infinite weapon uses.
Wait, what? What?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't remember if it worked that way in Awakening or not.
I just wanted to make sure Hokuto knew that.
It is different from other Fire Emblems in that you don't buy like 30 iron swords and then you know, like just keep handing them out as your swords break. Your weapons are repairable in this game. It's just that if you attack 50 times in between going to a castle and repairing them, then they're gonna break, and sometimes less. So anyway, here's the death of Medale.
Oh no.
By Gandalf.
Ripperino.
So
Rip.
could we have saved this person?
Yeah. If I was better at the game, we could have saved him.
Instead of running him headlong
So
into
why
the
aren't
dude.
you better at the game?
I'm sorry, everybody. It's my fault. Alright, so
The game.
Medale's dead. DiMaggio's going to defend the castle. Gandalf is going to take Ardeen to somewhere. Bahara, which is supposed to obviously be Valhalla. There's lots of like translations in this game that are like so obviously wrong, but they didn't change them because that's just like what it is on the like in-game map, because they translated everything on the map to English, even though
I see the map is hard-coded as English, so they have to adhere to that.
I don't even think that's true. They just did.
Oh.
So obviously Bahara is supposed to be Valhalla.
How do you know it's not Barbara?
Because it's a place name. So here's this guy. He's obviously going to be recruited to our party on the right here. I mean, look at that face. How could we not get that guy in our party?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's my booty. So the plot to this first chapter is, you're all like. One thing I really like about this game is, even though like the good guys are obviously the good guys and not like terrible people, is they're all like huge racists and they hate everybody in all the countries around them. Like no matter what, whenever they're describing people from I forget the name of the country at this point, but Verdun or Verdine or whatever, they describe them as barbarians or animals or whatever, which makes complete sense of why this country would just invade this other country during wartime. So enemy turns in this game can take a while. So here's Sigurd. He's going to destroy this man and everything this man held dear. Goodbye. Get out of here.
Chop, chop.
Go home.
I mean, if it gets bad, don't you have the speed up button on that thing?
I do. Turns take a while in this game because there's a lot
anime.
Yeah, because of
yeah.
anime.
I know your horseman is almost dead.
Yeah, that'd be really bad. Or that is really bad because I don't have a healer at this point, and I'll never get one. Ever.
Oh gosh, they're destroying the village. You have to save it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're terrible. This game ages.
So
You're supposed to get there before.
You know, I can see why this is 10 stages long. I mean, these are huge, long maps.
It's 12 stages, but yeah. So here's two new guys.
Oh no.
This is Azel and Lex. Azel's from Val something, I don't remember. Valhalla. Barbara. No, it's not there. Actually, no, wait, is it there? Yeah, actually it is, I think. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He's from Fireland. He's a fire son.
Fireland.
Yeah. And Lex is from Axeland, who are... We saw that his dad in the beginning. He was a bad guy. But Lex is a good guy. He's on our side.
So, I have a question for you, Nages. Who in this game fights for their friends?
Sigurd.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Okay.
So...
Are you sure he doesn't fight just because he wants to shower the battleground with the blood of his enemies?
No, Sigurd isn't really about that. Except when he's set out on the battlefield, he's totally about like completely destroying everybody that he sees because he's a badass and he'll kill everybody he sees. But after he gets out of the battlefield, he's like, "Ah, damn, I don't want to fight," and then he will proceed to go on and kill like every single soldier in another country by himself.
Yeah.
So here's
I would hate to be a random soldier in a video game. I'm just saying.
yeah. Here's Zell. He's not great, even though he's got holy blood. He's got
Hey, it's your magic.
yeah. He's got
Man.
He's
minor
got regular
Phala.
holy blood.
Yeah, he's got baby holy blood. The rules for like inheritance of holy blood are like it's sometimes the firstborn gets the major holy blood and then everybody else gets the baby holy blood. And if your parents were of two different holy bloods, then you get like I don't know. It's not really. You get major from one and baby from the other. Except if both your parents have baby blood of the same Crusader, which means that you are related by either you are literally brother and sibling, or brother and sister, or you could be like 20 generations apart. It doesn't really matter. But that can combine into major holy blood and make you like important.
Is there major baby blood?
Yeah, there is major baby blood. We've already gone over this. Sigurd has major baby blood of Baldo, which makes him a badass. That's why he's such a cool guy. So fire in this game is the second worst attacking type. It's worse than wind, better than thunder. It's the bad guy attacking type. It's kind of like axes are the bad guy melee type.
I forget. Was this where the weapon triangles were? The weapon triangles weren't introduced in this one, were they?
No, there. You can see it right there at the bottom. Fire either beats wind and loses to thunder, or the other way around. Let me check with something that I actually know. It beats wind and it loses to thunder. And it's also got 12 weight. So it's the lance of the magic trio. Bows don't beat anything, and light and dark beat all other magic types. Light beats dark, and dark beats everything else. And then we've got Lex. Lex is an axe user, which make think at the start that, wow, he's terrible and trash garbage. And you'd be correct, except Lex is really cool because he's got skills like Elite, which means he gets double XP.
Ooh.
And also Ambush, which doesn't really matter. And he's got baby near blood, which means which gives him like plus 20 to strength and defense growths, which immediately makes him a good unit.
Is he the Shadow King?
No.
Damn.
But
Poor cat.
he can have very good kids.
Okay.
Spoilers: there are kids in this game.
Man,
What?
I
No
thought that
way.
was just an Awakening thing. I didn't know that was an actual Fire Emblem thing.
It's
Is it a time skip this time, or is it, or do we all do
yes,
like
it's
magic time shenanigans?
It's a time skip. Let's just say that Awakening, they thought Awakening was going to be the final game in the series, so they were kind of like, let's just throw everything in. Everything we've ever wanted to put in a Fire Emblem, let's throw in. And they were like, man, it was cool when we had kids in that one game, so let's add kids here.
Oh, okay.
That's why they threw like an extra dose of anime in there.
Yeah.
Hello,
here's-
cat.
And they
Here's
realized
Ardan.
an extra dose of anime.
Powerful hit. Ah, what a powerful hit. That was Ardan attacking. You can be impressed. We all are.
Yes.
We gotta save this town. So towns work differently in this game. Each town has 10 stages, and every turn it gets attacked by a brigand, or a mountain thief, as they're called here. It'll lose one stage, and they'll have 5,000 gold inside of them, but we'll lose 500 per turn that they're burned. However, if you get there before it gets burned down to the very final thing, then you will get any item that they would give you. Like, this town doesn't give you anything, so it's only kind of minorly important, but this one down here gives you a Ring of Speed, which gives you plus 5 speed.
You better get down there then.
Yeah, it's a very good item.
Send Ardan.
Quick is an operative term. Sigurd's gonna murder this guy. Rest in peace. He's an archer, so he's not even gonna get to counterattack.
Poke, poke.
Rip. Also, another reason why horses are really good in this game is that, Kanto, as they call it in the,
Oh man.
Fire Emblem 9 and 10, where after you, like, do an action, you can move.
So it's hidden away.
No, it's because you can move before you use it. You get to use all of your excess. Oh wait, actually, this guy might die. Well, he might not die here, but he could die in the future, presumably,
Oh no.
because he got hit twice.
Okay, units
Need
killed.
to
That'd be
reload?
terrible. You'll have to reset.
He didn't die yet. But so like, okay, I killed that guy, and now I can still move, and I can go to the town. And they say, "Here's some money. Thanks for saving the town." I don't understand how they saved the town, because they could have locked the gates. They probably should have done that before the bandit showed up and burned down 1/10 of the buildings in the town.
Well, they have to protect their gates from being damaged.
That's true, I suppose.
It's like when you close a hangar door when a robot's in it.
So anyway, Alec just got 4,500 gold. Gold isn't important in this chapter, sort of. The one thing you can really use gold in this chapter for is if you stand on a church, you'll spend 5 gold per hit point and recover all of your hit points. Which is nice, because we don't have a healer and we'll never get one. Definitely. So here goes Ardan again.
I'm counting on him.
He dodged.
The game. Impressive.
Counterattacked and a kill. Here comes the XP for Ardan, who's gonna get lots of XP in this game. And Sigurd's gonna just straight out murder a dude. I don't think this is gonna get us a level. No. Okay. The next kill will get us a level.
So about how long until you start turning animations off? Oh, sorry, anime.
Anime. I will never turn anime off.
Oh no.
Anime is a core, fundamental aspect of my being, and I will never just turn it off. I might turn animations off, though, at some point. Anyway, here's the main Fire Emblem theme, and here's our buddies.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah, that's
more
great
units.
name.
So, this guy right here on the left, he's from Ireland. Fantasy Ireland.
Okay.
So, the translator translated his name as Quan, or Quan.
something.
Yeah, Quan. C-U-A-N. Which, if you lied to me and told me it was like an Irish name, I'd believe it. But the official Fire Emblem Awakening, because like you could recruit
You can
units
recruit
from
older people, yeah.
yeah. So his name is Chuan, Q-U-A-N. So I guess he's Chinese. Who fucking knows? The girl on the right is our sister, Ethlyn. And
So you will put these two together, right?
they're already married.
Oh.
Yeah.
course.
She's sure
He beat you to it.
Yeah, she's sure she can put her live staff to some use around here. I lied. We actually do get a healer.
No, you don't. No, you don't get a healer. Come on.
And
That'd
you
be
can't
ridiculous.
you can't see right now, but there's a third guy, and his name's Finn, and Finn is a badass, and he's my best friend.
Okay.
You have a lot of best friends, and they just.
I do, because I'm a very friendly person. Here's Finn. Finn's like, hey, maybe we should actually go fight things. And he's right. So, here's Finn's deal. Even though he's got no holy blood, he's a badass.
Okay.
Because he's the only unit you get in both generations.
What?
Spoilers.
Why?
Because he's a badass, that's why.
So this is your parents don't follow in this one.
Yeah, the second generation, you're not going to get everybody back. Spoilers. In fact, you're getting nobody back but Finn. But that's okay. He's got Pursuit, so he's cool. And he's also got Prayer, which is a possibly broken skill if you are a nerd and do math, which I am.
How do you do math? I don't
So how Prayer works is if you get hit on this turn encompassing your turn and the enemy turn, starting to, you know, the next your turn. And you go below 10 hit points. For every point below 10 hit point or below 11 hit points you get 10% evade. Which means if you get knocked down to 1 hit point on your turn or the enemy's turn until the start of your next turn, you have 100% evade.
Nice.
But
only on that turn?
Yeah, and then, you know, at the next turn you don't have it anymore, so you should probably heal.
Yeah, okay.
Finn is a Lance Knight, which means he only ever uses lances. Right here we got the Duke Knight, which is the promoted form of Lance Knight. This is Chuan. He's badass. He's got Continue, which means you can attack again if very agile. I don't remember the exact formula, but I believe it's just speed percent chance to do a second attack. Doesn't matter if you're faster or slower than the enemy, it's just a chance to do another attack. You can see there that he's already married in this game, or in this translation, translated as lover, to Ethlyn.
Koivito.
And he's got major Nova blood. Was it Nova? Yeah, I guess it was Nova.
That baby blood shit.
Yeah. Which is the Lance God. And over here we have Ethlyn. So she's our first like mixed unit or hybrid unit or whatever. She can use swords and.
Oh man, troubadours can attack shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She's bad. She's got 5 strength.
But she's got an A in swords.
Yeah. Normally she'd have a B, but she's got the baby Baldo blood because she's the second child in the lineage or whatever. Who cares?
I see.
She got the critical skill. That doesn't really matter at all because you're never going to use her. Well, I mean, you might use her to attack, but
I forgot. Is this the game where healing can miss?
No, that's 5.
Okay.
So they showed up to because they heard that this country was getting invaded, and they were like, "Yo, we gotta go help out our brother-in-law or our brother." They're not gonna help at all in stopping the invasion of this, and they're only going to help in the counter invasion because that's just how we roll.
Right.
And
this is Sigurd again. Okay.
Yeah, this is Sigurd's one-man war against the entire country of Verdan. He's
just a regular day for him.
Pretty much. He's a holy knight.
And he leveled up.
Yeah, here we go. So here's a level up.
Oh, that's a pretty acceptable level up.
He got HP, strength, and defense.
Bugging out, or?
Yeah, this isn't the best thing. So one thing you want to keep in mind, or why I didn't move forward 2 spaces there, is because the road tiles give you -10 evasion. So they give you more movement but less evasion. So you gotta just keep in mind that.
That makes like no sense, but okay.
Well, the road's really open, so obviously you'd be easily able to be attacked there. So everybody's gonna move to the left because spoilers. After we take Jungbi back, we're gonna need to go do a counter invasion of what's it called? Verdan, and we will. Because Sigurd's a good guy, but he's maybe not the best guy because he, like, you know, he gets invaded, and you know that makes him justifiably angry. But his response to that is to invade every other country on the planet. And
so does Sigurd actually like sack other towns and stuff like they're doing to yours?
No, he's a good guy, obviously.
Okay.
However, if a enemy gets to a castle that you control, they destroy it, just like outright. And it gets all messed up. Then it's terrible, and we all cry. And if that happens to the castle that you start with, then you lose.
I see.
You just lose. So if we lost whatever this castle's called, Chaffany, then we would just lose the map. And the game tells you, like, hey, leave Ardan behind to defend the castle in case anybody tries to launch a sneak attack on you, but that won't happen this map. And I'm trying to think of a map where that does happen, and I can't off the top of my head.
Since these maps are so long, how much plot did you get out of one chapter?
Fairly significant. This one chapter probably less plot than normal. But you can definitely get a lot of plot out of chapters because there's only 12 chapters. Like the next chapter and the chapter after that are basically going to drop the entire plot of the game on us at once. This guy just tried to use the hand axe, which was a classic rookie mistake, which I'll show off next turn why that is.
But he can attack from far away.
Yeah, that is good. But we'll see why maybe it's not a great idea.
They just keep whiffing. I assume they all have 18% to hit.
Hand axes aren't good. Is basically the moral of the story. Might notice the only damage Sigurd has taken is by leveling up and getting another hit point.
He's so good, he hurts himself.
Yeah, that's just how Sigurd rolls.
It's so good that by the end he's just sore from the workout.
Yeah. My muscles are too big. Can't see it, but
I need a bath.
You can't see it, but I'm flexing incredibly hard right now.
I can feel it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Chop, chop.
Yeah, Sigurd does what Sigurd needs to do, which is to destroy everybody in his path.
Well, I can see that. I can appreciate a certain level of one-man army.
Yeah.
Being a Super Robot Wars player.
Yeah. So, in regular Fire Emblems, you have, like, the Jigen that you're supposed to be worried about. That's all the reinforcements we're getting for this chapter. Yeah, worried, because you don't want to, like, you know, use up all of your XP on giving it to a Jigen and then not be able to beat the game. Sigurd is the best lord in any Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's pretty convincing so far.
I mean, I guess it depends if you count, Ike in Radiant Dawn as a lord, because if you do, then Ike is the best lord in any Fire Emblem, because Ike is a complete shit-wrecker for the rest of time. Sigurd is also a complete shit-wrecker for the rest of time, but he also can die, which Ike can't do. Short of, like, throwing him into a bunch of mages or something. We're gonna send Trend down here to that's what I was trying to get at is other Fire Emblem games you have like, oh no, you have a Jigen and you better not use all of your XP on him. Sigurd is kind of the Jigen for this game because if you give him all of your kills, I mean you could still probably beat the game completely with Sigurd because Sigurd is the indestructible god of the battlefield. But you probably shouldn't do that. You should give other people XP. Maybe.
Oh, it's cheating.
If they earn it. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off hand axes here. So it's 20 weight and 50 accuracy. So their base accuracy, before you even factor in our evade, is 56.
10 might.
Yeah, 10 might, 1 to 2 range, so that's okay. But 56 chance to hit before you factor in evasion. And who's Lex? Okay, not Lex, because Lex is the no dodge character. But who's Noish? Even with factoring out weapon triangle advantage, which I forget in this game is either not significant or really significant. It kind of doesn't matter because your units get so powerful in this game, it doesn't matter. He's got 14 evade, so that guy wouldn't even have a 50% chance to hit this guy before weapon triangle advantage, which might lower it by another 20. Lex is going to give him the business end of his Iron Axe. And you can see Lex, even though he's only killed like one guy, he's already almost at level 2, or level next, whatever his next level is, level 5. And that's because of Elite. Elite is an incredibly good skill.
Right, the double XP, okay.
Yeah. It's called Paragon in later translations and official translations and stuff like that. Oh wait, I lied. Okay, we do get another character this chapter, but that's a spoiler, so don't tell anybody.
It can't possibly be a healer though.
Yeah, it won't be a healer. It'll actually be probably... No, I wouldn't go far as to say the worst, but probably like the second worst... No. The third worst character you get in this generation. That is as far as I'm willing to go. Whoops, I forgot to do something here. Tren starts with a javelin.
If.
So we could have counterattacked there if I remembered. Where's Mima? Mima is inside of all of us.
Hey, someone lived.
Yeah. Good work, that guy. Those are the elite guards of the bad guy faction.
I see.
So they're just going to town, burning down the town.
Meanwhile,
Sigurd gets another level. The same level as last time.
a good level.
And I'm gonna be honest, if he gets that level for the entire rest of the game, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw no issue with that, yeah.
I mean, really, like, okay, so here's the dirty secret about this game is speed doesn't matter for, like, doubling, because, this guy's got 10 speed and a 20 weight weapon, and, they're not gonna get, like, I mean, there will be enemies that don't have, like, 20 weight weapons, but they're gonna be weighed down by their weapons, like, by a lot for the entire rest of the game. So speed isn't as important for doubling in this game, as long as you have pursuit. Here's a Azel level up. Azel isn't great. Just gonna say that. He got HP and defense, which is not a bad level up for him. You don't really need a lot of magic in this game because
No one has any magic defense?
yeah, nobody has any resistance. I'm actually not going to attack here. Usually I just rush Lex over there and have him kill the guy attacking that village, but he's been hit like a whole bunch, probably more than he should have, so it'd be risky, and if I was just playing like by myself, I would just be like, okay, whatever, I'll just throw down a save state, and if he gets killed, whatever, that's my life.
Well, you can throw down a save state.
I
We
can,
already established this.
but it'd be incredibly boring if I did. I will be putting down save states.
We'll allow it. We'll be interested in
You're
watching.
right. It would be incredibly boring.
Yeah, I mean, I will be using save states later in the game, like at the start of turns.
Unlike playing like a coward.
But I'm not going to, that was a continue right there, by the way. I'm not going to be, like, save scumming just, like, individual attacks, unless they're incredibly important.
Yeah, people who save scum individual attacks to get just the exact optimal result they like are boring. No one should do
Yes.
that.
Disgusting.
I totally do that when I'm playing by myself, but not now.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry, I'm completely shameless on Skype. I don't have your modest teenagers.
Tragic.
Can't believe you need to save scum that much in FMW.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just save scum all the time.
for that moment when Mima betrays you.
Yeah, it's really messed up. I can't believe that you had...
Wrist in the back.
Yeah, with her third arm.
Yeah.
Azel, he wants to be used this run. He's just dodging every
Pretty
attack.
cool, yeah. He looks like a good unit to me.
He doesn't have a horse.
Points.
He doesn't have a horse though, so he's bad. Generally, that's kind of the curse of being in this game. There's a couple units that don't have horses that are good, but not a lot. Also, there are rankings in this game. The rankings are XP, turn count, how many times you need to reload, And another thing, I want to say, oh yeah, how many times do you let castles get destroyed? If you let any castle get destroyed in this game, you're basically awful. But if I was going for a turn count, or, you know, like a 4A, which means you get A's in all 4 of those things, I would have captured that castle by turn 4, but we're not doing that today, so that's the life we gotta live with. There's kind of the problem with continue is that it isn't a guaranteed activation.
Well, what is in this game?
Pursuit.
Oh yeah.
As long as you have one more speed or attack speed than the enemy, you will always double attack. Which is exactly as broken as it sounds, considering there's no other way to double attack in this game. We're just gonna speed through Arden's animation there. We're also going to start infinity speeding through enemy turns.
You're allowed to frame skip.
Yeah, and
I will permit you to hold the tilde key.
Actually, it's the R2 button on my PS2 controller, or actually, it's the PS3
fancy.
controller.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, so if we go to unit, let's see here. Right here, we can see there's a bunch of units that want to talk to Sigurd. Sometimes these have like gameplay effects, but none of the ones in this chapter do, except for one, which we'll get to later. I'll summarize them right here. Azel, I think he talks about how much he wants to like go on a date with Ardeen, and he's like, yeah, well, thanks for coming. Also, I'm really afraid of your brother. We'll meet his brother later. Lex is like, hey, I don't really trust you or care about you at all, but I'm here for my good buddy, Zell. And he's like, yeah, thanks for coming. Tran is like, yo, what's up? I'm here to help out. Sigurd's like, great, good shit. And Ethel's like, hey, what's up, bro? I'm here. And
I can tell you that it's okay to say Quan. Like, you don't have to say Chuan like it's Chinese or something.
It is Chinese, though.
Is it? Like, is it really written Chu?
I don't... I mean, you can go check the official Awakening Romanization in... Well, I guess you can go check the official name in...
Like...
Fire Emblem 4.
You could just have a name that's Kuan, and have that be Q-U-A-N.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound Irish. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. I don't understand why they would change it to Tran.
Q-An. Okay, I see. That makes sense for Q-U-A-N.
I'm gonna pronounce it however the hell I feel like it.
Alright.
Is how I'm gonna live my life. I also don't remember like any of the other names from Awakening. I think there might be a lady.
That guy with 2 HP.
He's doing his best. He's going for the gold. He missed, but at least he ended up in the stars. Alright,
Nope.
HP,
No
skill,
attack.
and defense. Defense is good.
Yep.
You want a lot of defense in this game because you'll be attacked a lot. There are large enemy armies in this game.
Thank you, Battler.
Yeah, obviously, it's that. I know what that means. He's just from Ireland. All the provinces are named after Ireland provinces. Like, literally all 5 of them are just, Ireland provinces. He's from North Fake Ireland, which is called Tharcia, or Northern Tharcia.
Mr. Darcy.
And, there's also, Fake South Ireland, which is not named after Ireland at all, but whatever.
Chop.
But they, all the provinces are named after Irish provinces, but with, like, wrong, like, incorrectly, I guess, is the way to say it. Is there an S-type character in this game? Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird because the way this game works, it's not like you can get a character on like chapter 20 out of like 28 or whatever, and that's your S right there, because there's only 12 chapters, and you get your final character on chapter 8. And okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, there is an S. You get a character in chapter 8, and he is a level 1 staff bot. And he can be okay. He's, I believe, oh no, he's one of the 2 units that can use the staff that revives a unit in this game. He's not a great unit. I'll be using him sparingly, if at all. And in fact, so how it works is, all the female and the characters in this game have 2 children. We're going to this down, by the way, with Tren. And they're going to give us the speed ring.
But you said speed doesn't matter, right?
No, speed does matter. It's just, it's not as like, it's not like the end-all of be-all of doing damage in this game. I mean, it is, but for some units it's not. So now he's got a 16% chance of double attacking instead of a 11.
Ah.
But, like, for example, against this guy, he's got 13 speed and an 18 weight axe, so he's got -5 attack speed against my 9. So I'm always going to double attack this guy. But if you don't have Pursuit, then your speed does not matter for your damage output, because you just will never double attack. Like, it can be useful if you don't want to, like, get doubled, but, here's Lord DiMaggio on his first day in office.
DiMaggio?
DiMaggio. He's from Fantasy, Italy.
So, not DiMaggio?
No.
No, okay. Just making sure.
It's got an A. So look at his name, DiMaggio. We're gonna kill him, and we're gonna take his castle.
I believe in you.
I believe in myself too, because there's no way I can't,
Chop. No, this can't be.
rip. But that's not a level, you're not good enough.
No, it's better when you get up to like 99, because then you gain more XP that spills over into the next level, right?
I suppose. It's not very hard to get Sigurd into level 30 in this game. And here's Medale. He's not dead, apparently, even though he got totally destroyed in that one battle. He got, like, crit, even though the regular attack would have killed him.
Overkilled like FF10.
Yeah. However, Medale's just gonna, like, get up and be like, yo, what's up, I'm on your team now. So you saw there that I could attack and kill the guy who was in charge of that castle and then capture it. Sigurd's the only person who can capture castles, and he's very good at it. So here's Medale. He's an Arch Knight, Bow Knight in later translations. He has no Holy Blood. He's got Pursuit, so he's okay. And he also has Charge, which is kind of good on a archer, because like if you shoot at somebody who has like a ranged 1 weapon with a bow, and then you reduce them to under your hit points, then Charge can activate, and you can just like repeatedly shoot them with bows until the game decides like, okay, that's enough. Please stop. Bows are okay in this game because of the simple fact that you can deploy every single one of your units, so you're not like spending anything to deploy a guy with a bow. Also, if there was any enemies left deployed from Jungbi, when I took that castle, then they would have disappeared when I took the castle. That's just how this game works.
But you murdered them all.
Yeah, like this guy right here, his army is Evans, so when if I were to take Evans' castle, he'd disappear. Also, everybody disappear because that'd be the end of the map. But that hasn't happened yet. Baldo, the god of light, There you can see the holy weapon. We'll get to those
Later.
later.
The turfing, you can cast advance now.
The turfing is okay. It's like, okay, of all holy weapons, it's like not the best holy weapon. But as a holy weapon, it's insanely powerful. But we won't see a holy weapon until next chapter. Yeah. Chapter 1. So my goals for Generation 1 is to pair everybody. If you don't pair somebody, like if you don't pair a woman with a man, then they won't have their kids. Which means in the second generation, instead of getting their kids, you get replacement kids, who are just like generic people. And some generic people are better than the actual children you'd get. But that's only for pretty much one character. And we'll get to her when we find her. But she's probably going to get married anyway, because that's how we roll. Everybody gets married in Fire Emblem. Magio is apparently a worthless piece of crap. This is a fan translation. And out comes an entire army from Evans. And their master bridge builder. We're just gonna trip it. Okay, so here is Alvis or Ervis or however his name is translated.
Elvis.
Here we go, more fantasy racism right here. The savages sure aren't going down easy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, this is a Blitzflash translation. He's just kind of shit-talking Sigurd here, but Sigurd just captured like an entire castle by himself, so...
Yeah, whatever, guy.
Yeah. Sheesh. I mean, come on, give me some credit here. Oh, okay, never mind. We do get to see a holy weapon right here. This is Fala Flame, named after the holy god Fala, because this guy's got major baby blood. Major,
Oh, I thought it was Flying Flame, like the Twitch chat user.
Yeah, it is the Flying Flame blood.
Yeah.
He is in fact a crusader. He's got another thing going on in this screen, but I won't point it out, other than it's there. He's also got continue. Oh yeah, so right here it says soldier. That means that's a class skill. So everybody who ever promotes the sage will get continue, even if they had it as like a personal skill. And citizen means that it's a personal skill. And you can see that he's a way better leader than Sigurd. He's in fact a 2.5 times better. And his stats are really good because he's promoted in level 25. So here's Fala Flame. It has 30 might. And it's pretty significantly heavy. But 30 might. It does 30 damage plus his 30 magic, and then it also gives him plus 10 to magic, plus 10 to defense, and plus 10 to resistance. So Alvis is kind of king shitwrecker of Shit Mountain right now. If he gets into a fight, which is kind of hard to set up. I mean, I guess it isn't really that hard to set up. You could just like run away and let him try to fight the enemies, but that's weak, and I need the XP, so we're not going to do that. But if you did, he will destroy them immediately and instantly. But he's got something to say to Sigurd, so we're gonna rush Sigurd over to him. I hear that in the pro speedruns that you don't do this, and I don't accept that. Like, I understand like that'll probably save you turns in the long run, but that's not okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. Just gonna take up defensive positions around this town. And end turn. And we're gonna go fast for this thing. There was an attack there. You could have seen it. Here's Ardan. We gotta watch his attacks. Yeah, nice work, Ardan. You're doing something. You're doing your best, maybe. Okay, let's see. He can walk to this tile. He will move next to Sigurd and talk to him. So we're gonna move right there with Sigurd. And everybody else will kill who they can. Okay. The AI can cheat in this game, sort of. It can change which weapon it uses to counterattack, even though you can't do that. So if the enemy has a 1 to 2 range weapon, it'll switch out to that just in time to shoot you back with it. So the obvious option is to not let them do that. Oh my god, Alec, you gotta get on the ball here, buddy. You've been hit by like every single attack this game. Oh, the weapon kill system? Yeah, I'll mention that when we get the Slim Sword, the Destroyer of Worlds. I guess I should... wait, who just attacked there? Oh, okay.
Alec.
So this is the Slim Sword. It's got 8 might, and it weighs 1. And very importantly, it's got a C rank.
So anyone can use it.
No,
pretty much, other than...
Yeah, like, okay, so...
Anyone that can use a sword can use it.
Pretty much. Anybody who can use a sword is going to have, like, at least a C rank in swords. I'm trying to think if there's any class with a D rank in swords, or even if D ranks are a thing in this game, and I can't think of any. Actually, let's check. Yeah, okay. There's no D ranks in this game, so... I guess I can talk about it now. If a weapon has a kill count, so if it gets above 50%, or not 50% kills, 50 kills, then that means it will, it has a percent chance to crit. I forget the exact formula for it, but basically, having the ability to double your attack power on any attack is pretty good. So at some point we're going to give Sigurd a Slim Sword, and he's going to murder a whole bunch of people with it. Yeah, it becomes an ace weapon, basically. And then it gets an ace bonus, and the ace bonus is chance to crit.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry for leaving.
Hello, Ryza.
Welcome. We didn't even notice you were gone.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Wow.
You know I'm an important part of your streams.
Yeah. It's 1% for every kill over 50. I can believe that. There's lots of kills to be had in this game. Finn, you gotta get better stats than that.
Tisk tisk.
Oh yeah.
So are we still on map 1?
No.
Oh, we're not?
Oh.
Map 1 is the next map. This is map Prologue.
Right. My mistake.
Right, of course. Getting ahead of myself here.
Yeah.
So.
It's all units. Ardan will stay there and be the iron wall that defends us all from axes. And that's all he can defend against. Everything else will martyr him. This guy, instead of attacking the multitude of units that he could have, that could not counterattack him, he decided to attack the guy with a bow.
Well, the archer is the most dangerous person here.
That might have been to set up a kill. No, it hasn't. It wasn't.
And now no one else can reach him.
Yeah.
Because battlefield.
Yeah. That's how it works in the battlefield. If your buddy attacks somebody, you can't attack from the same direction. This isn't Fire Emblem Fates. Get out of here. Alright, so here's Elvis. You can hear this incredibly good theme music. My commentators can't hear it, but this...
No,
this
I can hear it. It's okay.
yeah, this really cements Elvis as a good guy, this music.
Is it like really sinister music?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, that's
this
what
is
I
like
want my
Galleon's
game to
theme in Lunar or something.
You know what? Elvis just gave us a silver sword. What an honor. The king sent him to go help out. Also, he's like, yo, my brother's here. If you let Azel die before he shows up, he's like, hey, I heard my brother was in your army, and Sigurd's like, yeah, he's, not with us anymore. And
Not anymore.
And then Elvis is like, he's like, what a fucking dumbass, get out of here.
Wow.
So important note here, they have different mothers. That might have been reflected on their Holy Blood screen, if you noticed.
Oh-ho.
Oh.
And Elvis says, like, yeah, I know you're going to just go invade another country, because it's kind of what you do, but, bring my kid brother along, because, whatever, he's got to learn how to do stuff someday.
He needs babysitting.
Yeah. So, that wasn't just, like, ceremonial shit. We just got a silver sword. So here's her steel sword, with their 17 kills on it, which you can see next to the star. So, 80 accuracy, 10 might, 3 weight.
Oh.
Here's our silver sword, 80 accuracy, 14 might, and 3 weight. So it's just better in every way. And we just get this on turn, you know, like, in the first chapter. Chapter 0, chapter prologue. And it's entirely viable to have, Sigurd use the silver sword for the rest of his life. And then pass it down to his kid, and then have that kid use it for the rest of his life. It's a really good weapon.
So, can you restore weapon uses then?
Yeah, you can repair it in castles. We haven't gone to a castle yet because we don't need to, but we will someday.
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 When our murder spree is over.
Yeah, maybe in chapter 1. I mean, we could go back to a castle now and like go into it, but there's no need. Like, no weapons are in need of repair, and there's nothing else to really do in a castle of this chapter.
Me too.
Agreed. I, much like Fan, just killed a man brutally with my lance.
Yeah, good job. I guess.
I mean, the silver sword's good, but it's not. It's got literally less than half the might of a Ardan. So close, buddy. You almost got a kill. We're gonna keep trying, my friend.
But not enough to leave that guy alive.
He left the guy alive. He tried.
Oh, he did. Okay.
But yeah, it's not a holy weapon. It doesn't have 30 might. All holy weapons in this game have 30 might, and they give you plus 30 to various stats. Holy weapons are really good, and you only get some of them. Also, some holy weapons give you skills, like Sigurd's holy weapon gives him prayer. Spoilers: Sigurd gets a holy weapon in this game.
No way.
That was a pretty good level. HP, skill, strength, and defense. Can't complain about that. Nice, get the kill. Oh yeah, that's right, this guy had 1 HP point. Good work, Noise. You totally got that guy who was like kinda limping away. Alright, so over here we've got more enemies. Sigurd's just gonna beat this map for us.
I believe in Sigurd.
We're gonna fast forward through the enemy turn. Nothing really interesting happens. We got attacked a bit. Here's Sigurd. Here he goes.
Oh, he's at the choke point.
Walking the choke point.
Yeah.
The choke.
He's gonna kill this guy on the bridge. Oh wow, actually Sigurd was taking damage? He got hit? I don't remember Sigurd getting hit.
You're fucking up, Nages.
Wow.
You're gonna skip an enemy turn and then just get a game over.
Yeah, pretty much. Should probably start save stating on the start of enemy turns at least, soon. Look, the archer could have arched at us, and that would have been bad, so we had to kill him. It's the only way, this is war. Sigurd isn't Corrin. Sigurd isn't gonna be like, okay guys, we're in a battle for our lives here, but try and leave everybody alive. Sigurd's like, kill them all. I don't give a shit. I'm a holy warrior.
But you're a
Crusader.
holy war. He is his own holy war.
Yeah, he's waging his own war against everybody.
Wait, didn't that guy die?
Yes. Oh wait.
Rip.
Well, now he's dead. So
Whoops.
now he's definitely dead.
Yeah, definitely. This time.
I thought he had more hit points. Well, that was a pretty big, idiot, stupid thing for me to do.
You should probably hit that button now.
Yeah, remember before when I said I was gonna make a save state?
And then you
I did not do that.
Set it.
Oh, well,
you
I
gonna
guess
live
you gotta
with this?
restart the whole stream.
Yeah,
that wait.
I'm a big dumb idiot moron. I was gonna stop after chapter prologue. Anyway. Yeah, everybody is correct in the chat calling me an
Yeah.
idiot baby. I am.
Can't believe.
Look, it's okay. He'll come back next chapter.
Kill.
You see, Medeal's got a unique feature where no matter how many times he dies, he just keeps coming back.
Really?
No, but that'd be pretty good.
That'd be powerful.
However,
That would make him worthwhile.
yeah, I imagine next time I stream that perhaps he'll be alive again somehow.
Okay.
He's resurrected.
Yeah.
Do you have,
Timeline.
do you have computer magic that you can use to bring him back to life?
No. Well, yes. The computer magic is called playing through the prologue again.
Oh boy.
Man.
But I will do that
So
off
what
stream.
happened to him? So how come he came back?
Chapter 1 of Faith
There you
isn't
go.
hard.
That's a better level up.
What made him come back? He was just playing dead.
Maybe he's doing that right now.
Yeah, obviously.
He kind of got stabbed, but you know, maybe. Oh wait, no, sorry. Was it a bow that killed him?
Her. Excuse me. It was a hand axe.
It's anime, okay? You make mistakes. Things happen.
Nice level up. Yes.
Is that nothing?
Yes. It was nothing.
That's a Fire Emblem level up.
Yeah.
Why does the level up box go crazy when level up?
This is a translation patch. It is of equal quality to the Fantasy Main Voice 3 translation patch.
So does that say Evan's phase? Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Evan?
Evans is the castle that we're invading. Don't we all love levels with 0 stats in them? Those are the quintessential Fire Emblem stats.
I love getting nothing.
Hey man, I'm on chapter 18 in Lunatic and Conquest. I'm good at video games, okay?
Oh, why are you playing Lunatic? Lunatic is bad.
Only in
You said so yourself.
yeah, only in Fantasy Main Voice. Lunatic and Fire Emblem Fates is a good game mode. That's an official Nage's statement. There's no benching in this game. I mean, there is. I will bench units, but
They always come, you just leave them behind.
yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm just gonna leave them in the castle if they're complete garbage. There are multiple units, like Ardan and Noish and Alec.
But you're gonna take them to the end of the game. What are you talking about?
Why are you sending over people that aren't Sigurd?
To get the archers out of the way.
Oh.
If Sigurd had a 2-range sword, I don't know, in like some crazy universe where he gets a 2-range sword, then I wouldn't need to do this. But he doesn't currently have a 2-range sword, so.
Well, they're Battler. They're both
That's
a
fair.
game about waifus. Come on.
Lunatic was only a thing in Fire Emblem, but in the 11th
It was like
game.
it started in Awakening, didn't it?
I believe the 11th game called the hardest difficulty Lunatic as well.
I didn't play that one.
It's not a great game. It's basically a straight remake of Fire Emblem 1. Lex getting all the XP, all these level ups count, because I'm totally not going to do this chapter again. I guess I could just leave Medeal behind and then revive him later. Or I guess I could just play with a dead unit, but who does that? If you...
what kind of loser gets a unit killed in Fire Emblem?
Yeah,
Were
like...
you planning on using that
Mages.
unit? Weren't you talking about it being bad?
Yeah, but I mean, everybody gets to live.
Yeah.
Well, how
You
are they
gotta
going to
see
have
everyone's
babies,
ending.
I guess?
Medeal doesn't get to have children, he's bad.
Uh-oh. Wow.
He's gonna
Well,
die
this is
alone.
literally eugenics now.
Dude, this entire game is...
Yeah, that's just...
Spoilers. The plot for this game is basically eugenics. The plot. Ethlyn did her best there. It wasn't enough, but it was her best. If you play Fire Emblem and units die, and then you just like, okay, sure, and then you keep playing, send me a message so that I can come find you and then show you why you're wrong.
I played past when Kaze died.
brings us a copy of FMW.
Oh,
Spoilers.
yeah, okay, I mean,
Friendship.
that's different. That wasn't your fault. That was the game's fault.
Yeah,
Wait, what did
okay.
you do?
It was.
No, don't tell him. He doesn't know yet.
Yep.
Oh no, I don't know yet. Oh,
Yeah.
no, what do you mean? I've played these video games before.
Yeah, you definitely have.
You can't deny.
Well,
Yeah.
then you already know.
Yeah. Yeah, don't play Fire Emblem with units who die. That's just not right.
Arden. No, Lex. Don't.
Every chapter is just gonna be me letting a unit die and then replaying the chapter in a off stream, and then the next stream is like, okay, here's everybody this time. What? We don't go. We go to the moon in this game? What?
We have to go to the moon in this game.
We do go to the moon in this game. Or actually, the moon comes to us. Really. Spoilers. Who's got enough hit points? That's so kids. We invade the moon in this game, basically, is the plot. Sigurd is like, man, well, I've invaded everybody on the planet. That was a crit right there, by the way.
This is the other Fantasy Maiden Wars.
Yeah. No, it's the third Fantasy Maiden War. Fantasy Maiden War 6.
Well, no, that would be... Wouldn't that be Fantasy Maiden Wars 9?
No. This is Fantasy Maiden War 6, the third Fantasy Maiden War. In Fire Emblem Awakening, one of the ideas was that it was going to take place on Mars.
That'd be amazing, holy shit.
Yeah,
I might actually pay attention to the plot then.
nah, you still wouldn't. Let's see here. 31 minus 14 is 17 twice. Nah, okay, we'll just wait. Actually, so how castles work is, when you're in the castle, you can either choose to charge or to attack. Attack means attacking from 2 range. And charge means that you attack from 1 range. So if this guy didn't have a hand axe, here, actually, let's make a save state and show it off. So, actually, who do I have who can attack from 2
Save
range?
stating after a guy dies.
Yeah. You can see here that he switches to a hand axe, even though if I were to attack him with Sigurd, he would use a steel axe, and if I were to move Sigurd out of the way, I could either choose to charge with a Tran, and he would use a steel axe, or attack from 2 range, and he would use a hand axe. I think this one is reload? Yeah. We're not gonna do that, we're just gonna have Sigurd kill the man.
Oh no, you killed your potential party member.
Yeah.
I thought I was a prince. He looked like a barbarian.
Savage, more like it. Here's the victory win sound. I don't know. Maybe we will play without Medale. I don't know. He's not really that good.
No. If you play with a dead character, then what good are you? You just
Well, I can revive him
Missed
later.
out on the Jagan secret.
Damn. Does he even have any secrets?
missed out on the moon route now.
He's got one secret, but you don't need him for it. Anyway, Arden isn't here, so we're just gonna invade Verdan. Also, here comes these guys. That one guy's sprite on the map is a paladin, which means he's like a promoted unit, so he should probably be pretty good, but
It's that guy?
Yeah, it's this guy.
Okay.
He
That guy looks awesome. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Looks like his face is melting.
Oh wait, excuse me. I thought we were already a holy knight, but Sigurd now is a holy knight by murdering all these people and stopping invasion pretty much by himself.
That's how Crusaders work.
Yeah.
Mages.
Well, yeah, but I thought he was already a crusader.
No, it was a Lord Knight.
Yeah, but I thought... I guess. Alright, he's a holy knight now. They say that they're duly compensated. Oh yeah, so you get a little bit of money in between chapters as long as like castles don't get burned down. We're saving here, but we're not actually gonna do it.
Yeah, you gotta go resurrect what's his face.
Yeah, I will resurrect Medale. And I will keep detailed stats. Is that a castle thing or an enemy thing? It is a castle thing. As long you get paid based off of how many castles are still standing when you beat a map. And you will.
Hello, cat.
It's incredibly hard to actually lose a castle in this game outside of like a couple situations because the enemies usually come at you from the front and then you go towards them and kill them. Here's the king right there, King Bento.
King Bento.
B-A-N-T-O.
Oh, Banto, okay.
Whatever.
No, I like King Bento better.
King Pinku Bento the Fifth.
He stepped the whole war thing with Granville, and then his kids messed that up. Oh, Bato.
Oh, Bato. Ooh, with a U at the end.
Yeah. His name will be King Benjamin
Bento.
when they translate this game. Officially. Wow, this is... Somebody said this was Italy before. I never realized that one of the castles was literally called Genoa.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off now because my voice is giving out. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay.
All right,
Have a good night.
Later.
The stream's gonna end in like a minute, so
Couldn't make it to the end.
damn. Hey, here's
Party member ever.
King Jamka. You might notice his nose is like half the size of everybody else's nose. I wonder which one of these guys will be on our side.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be King Bento. Come on.
Yeah. The savages await Sigurd's arrival. The Forest of Spirits.
Oh man.
And
Pretty
here's...
sure I missed out on a bunch of plot, but whatever.
Not really. Alright, this is chapter 1, and this is where we're gonna stop for today.
Oh good, we're finally starting the game.
Yeah, I can't believe I lost a unit in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
This is shameful.
That was disgusting. I
Yeah.
can't believe this.
I'm crying. The tears are rolling down my face.
It's amazing how much worse you become at video games when you stream them.
Yeah, I'm really good at video games normally.
But only you know that.
No, hey man, I beat Duck in a 3 of 5 competition in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I'm good at video games. Yeah, I will stream chapter 1 another day, and Medale might be back with us. We'll find out next time on Fire Emblem Z.